back. Welcome back to my channel. This is Jocelyn Lovely Tarot. So good to see you guys here today. There you go. Okay. Today's reading is going to be for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Did I timestamp? I didn't even timestamp. Let me make sure I timestamp today. Sorry I'm late. I was really into your cards. I was literally sitting with your cards longer than I normally do, but that's what I like about the reading. Sometimes, although the cards can be very predictable, I like to really seep into each card and like the feeling that I'm getting out of each card. And there's a lot going on here. What are we doing today? This is for the 11th, April 11th through the 13th. So we're doing Cancer, Scorps, Pisces, and then Playtime. Okay. Let's get started. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you guys like the reading or resonate with it, make sure you hit the like button, okay? If you guys want personal private readings, go to jocelynlovely84@gmail. In the description box below, click on more. And if you guys want to donate, you can Cash App, PayPal in the description box below, or you can go to YouTube, okay? For you guys, I'm going to use the Moon the Owl Tarot, and then we might mix it with the Delusion Tarot, okay? Depends on how I'm feeling today. We're at the 2-minute mark, and we're about to start on the Cancer reading, okay? Alright, Cancer. There's so much here. The reason why I literally took longer with your reading is because of the energy. You have like 3 major arcana, which is huge, back to back to back, and then an ace on the deck, right? And when I drew these cards, I was getting like, for example, let me show you. This is my Justice card. Now, I don't know if people know, you know, depending on how well you know the cards in tarot. Justice is Libran energy, right? It derives from Libran energy, and I think it's just such a beautiful card. The only reason why is because this card always looks very balanced and harmonious for this particular deck. But if you take a look at this person, she's carrying something. Gender does not matter in this reading. I'm just saying the person in the deck, right? In the card, they're carrying something with them, right? This card mixed with the Lovers, which is also a major arcana. This is Gemini energy. This is giving me whoever you are, you have a gift, if you want to call it that, depending on how you see it, right? You see, you get visions. You can see the future so clearly sometimes. It's crazy. That's a gift, right? Well, some people would call it that. But remember, sometimes what happens when you see something, not only can it be scary or nerve-wracking or exciting, but what if you see something in the future that you don't like? That can potentially scare you, right? And so I feel like being able to see the future or getting visions, premonitions, right? People consider it a blessing and a curse, right? But just as you can see in the future, you can also see in the past. See how funny that is? Hey, welcome everybody that came into the chat. As I was saying, you can see the future and you can see the past. That is not a gift to take lightly. I feel like maybe your whole life you've struggled with that. Maybe you've struggled believing what you see, what you saw. Could have been years ago, it could be now. But the thing about it is, you may have doubted these talents and abilities because it was too much of a burden on you, is what I'm getting. You didn't want to admit that you saw certain things, or that you, from the future or the past, because it's a lot. It almost seems like every time you see into the future or in the past, you need a lot of help and support from the people you love. I feel like you saw something good and then you saw something really bad. You could do both. Isn't that crazy? You saw something that gave you a lot of hope, but it also crushed you on the instant, because whatever you saw, like at the end of the day, you can see that could be your gift, but if you don't acknowledge or accept what you saw, then it doesn't matter. And I feel like that's the thing. At the end of the day, the truth is the truth. Ace of Swords. This, whatever you saw, caused an automatic, instant death for something. You can't unsee what you saw. It caused some type of death because of the skull that I see here. Whatever you saw was horrifying, to say the least. And I think it might have taken you a while to come to terms with it, because I feel like once you accepted this truth, or accepted that what you saw is true, that's accepting, first of all, heavy burden, because it's a gift, but it's a heavy burden, okay? You are the one that has to see these things and relay that information, if you even choose to, right? But the humbling thing about it is, although this truth was so burdensome, it somehow is going to help you. It's going to help free you. Because there's an instant death of something here. And now it's, although it's horrifying because it's the Emperor, right? But look at his face. This is a major arcana. This is Aries energy. This is a leadership potential. This is an authority figure, but mostly this person is very strategic in nature. So sometimes seeing the future is good for the Emperor, because he could strategize. If you see something in your future that you want to make into a reality, then the Emperor has to strategize on how he has to get there, how he chooses to get there. With the Ace of Swords, though, together, it tells me by seeing the future, you have to choose what you're willing to sacrifice in the present moment. Are you willing to sacrifice certain things to get you closer to whatever that vision is that you saw? Can you make that a reality? Can you shift into that timeline? Although burdensome, it can be possible. It is possible, because you're making it happen, or you're going to make it happen. I hope I'm making sense. Let me know if any of this is making sense, because I know I threw a lot in there. That's the thing about your gift, though. To you right now, it's a burden because of the truth that you didn't want to see, but it's liberating you. This truth on its own, it does set you free. I just think right now you're having a hard time coping with it. I think you're accepting it. I just think it's the emotion of it, because the Lovers, it's communication. You're having a hard time, or you want to communicate, but you're having a hard time communicating your emotions or processing this. This was, whatever this burden was, it was a lot. If you didn't see something in your future, you saw something in your past. But it's an instantaneous sense of liberation, because, again, accepting the truth liberates you from your past, but then accepting the truth now is you accepting how your gift is going to help guide you towards the future, or what the gift in itself is going to do for you in the future. See how the timeline, it's crazy, right? We're talking about your past, present, future. You're liberated. You're liberating yourself. But by you accepting this truth in the present moment, it sets you forward on your course to do fantastic, amazing things because you can see, because you have the gift of sight, foresight, and even in the past, right? That's crazy. It was hard for me to explain that because I just kept seeing, I had to get into the present moment to see that. It was hard for me to, I don't know. But yeah. All right, what's next for my Cancers? Cancers have a hard time adjusting to this change, but this change is inevitable and it's necessary. It's getting you closer to where you're meant to be. You're destined to be someone freaking fantastic with this gift that you have, that you possess. It's a big gift. Yeah. Big responsibility. But you're capable of handling it, is what I'm getting. That's the thing. I feel like the reason you see it as a curse is because, again, you could see things that you like. It's being able to see into the future gives you hope of what your life could be, but at the same time, it's a double-edged sword because you see good and bad. It's not always pretty, right? We have to struggle with it too. Strength. But you're the perfect person for it. That's what I'm saying. You're the perfect person to handle that type of pain that comes out of you either seeing things that you did not want to see, which is, regardless, it's the truth. And then still being hopeful for what the truth can bring out of someone, right? After the healing takes place. Bam. This is very humbling. This is a very humbling gift. I feel like somebody feels like this is a joke though. Because when the lows get low, it's unbearable. I'm getting like this has to be a joke. I feel like somebody, every time you get into yeah, I feel like that's the burden of it. Every time you recover something good, you recover something bad. It's like a even exchange. So to you, it's like, if you were to not see at all, you would live a very mundane, boring life. It's not who you are. Do you see what I'm saying? But if you follow your dreams and allow yourself to see good and bad, you deal with the horrible of it. And sometimes that horrible feeling that you get out of seeing something you don't want to see, that in itself can be detrimental, or that it's scary because it could put you in a very vulnerable position, or in a very, I don't want to say suicidal place, but it could really bring some type of depression into you. Okay? And that's why you have to be very careful with this gift, or that you have to be careful with this gift, because it's a lot for one person. It's a double-edged sword. Yeah, you're recovering right now. But remember, you have great things that are about to happen for you because of this gift. Although accepting it right now is hard, but it's the truth. It's who you are. Can't deny who you are, what your gifts bring to you, right? Good and bad, for good or for bad. But it's like, be hopeful, because what's in store for you by admitting or choosing to live by this truth, which is the gift that you possess. I think I said it wrong, sorry. But there's good things coming to you. By you accepting this gift, there's good things coming to you. A rewarding career, a rewarding experience, a humbling experience. But you'd be living through your heart. You'd be alive. Like really living life to the fullest. Even though sometimes it's painful. Congratulations, Cancer. Hey, thank you. Hey, Billy, welcome. Hey, Roger, welcome. Everybody, thank you. Gotta sacrifice and take the risk. Exactly, exactly. Thank you, guys. Oh, for resonating. Oh, my bad. My nails could do that sometimes. I apologize. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm just having a weird day today. I apologize. Thank you for bearing with me. For some of you guys, whoever saw the truth about something, I feel like you're trying to reclaim a version of you that's been hidden. The reason why, and I'm getting your inner child, female or male, it does not matter who you are. Your inner child is what, there's something here about your inner child receiving justice today. Because although whatever the truth was so painful and hurtful, and it's just the worst feeling ever, I'm getting your inner child you get to see your inner child pleading for help or wanting freedom. It wants freedom. It needs you to be there for it, to support it. It needs more love. But then this truth is going to set your inner child free so that you can go and pursue your own personal sense of happiness and fulfillment for you, your heart, and your inner child. That's why it's all connected. It's all connected, and I think you're starting to see it. The deeper you go within this rabbit hole of pain through your sight, right? It's like the deeper you get to expose your real talents and abilities and living through the heart. All right, that was for my Cancers. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I could go further, but I feel like that's a lot already that I threw out there. That was a lot. So let's just... I'm afraid to go even deeper into this. I feel like somebody feels like they're drowning. I feel like your psychic abilities are just so... They're just in tune right now. And I'm getting that for the collective. Collectively, your energy is like... You're surpassing your own psychic abilities. You know how we sometimes have those moments where we're psychically in tune and then we're not? I feel like you're at a different level because you're more certain about what you are or what your gifts are, and because you're not denying them. Now they can fully be. They can fully express themselves, your gifts. Your inner child could fully express itself because you're not denying it. See how the truth sets you free? Through that aspect of it. So your gifts they're magnified. Quantifiable? Are they quantifiable? I don't know. Alright, that was for my Cancers. Let's stop there before we get into a whole different situation. She's so pretty. Lovable. Okay. Oh shit, they use the swords again? Is this correct? Oh, okay, no, that was right. I don't think this was correct. I think it was this one. I don't think this is right. I think it's this one. Okay. Do I need more than 3 cards? No. This is so powerful. This reading is so powerful just with 3 cards, okay? Alright, Scorpios, the transformational wizards here. Scorpio, 1947. Okay. This gives me the karmic wheel. This is a karmic wheel. But I'm getting like Saturn is through with you. Wheel of Fortune is actually one of the best cards because it gives me that like that Jupiter energy, that Sagittarian energy. It's very like I'm getting a really abundant energy here, and I know it's because it's the Wheel of Fortune, but I'm getting like Saturn. Saturn is speaking through, clearly saying that it's done with you. That's a good thing, right? Because when we think of Saturn, we think of like restrictions, we think of delays, we think of like lessons, hard lessons, karmic lessons, right? Needing to be learned so that we can grow into the best versions of ourselves from a soul level, right? It's a soul level type of education. And I feel like Saturn just said, congratulations, you graduated. Congratulations, Saturn is done with you. Whatever Saturn was trying to teach you, we've learned. Now you can move forward. That's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about. Good luck, fortune, better days ahead, the good side of things, the better side of things. You're ready for that. Gifts that could not have been given to you at the time of delays, because it's the opposite, right? Now with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like everything can move forward, finally. That's the funny thing is, can I be honest with y'all? Scorpio, this is your energy. You've been in education mode for such a long time now. You've been probably feeling like you failed time and time again, right? With Saturn kicking our butts, it almost seems like you're not even paying attention to the good that's coming into you, that's in the present moment and in the future to come. You don't even give a shit about this. You are so in the present moment with what you've overcome, all the lessons you had to learn, reflecting back on every painful detail of your life, the delays and the things you had to work really hard to earn, that you're not thinking of the future or the good things that lie ahead. You're not thinking about that. You could care less about that. You're just sitting still in a very humble position. Somebody's in prayer mode. Somebody's sitting there, sitting still, just praying that they got it right this time, or that they can just get by, get through the day. Somebody's sitting there hoping they don't make the same mistakes again. I feel like somebody's just in a very humbled place. I feel like this last lesson really whooped our butts. It really did. And so I'm getting somebody's just really trying to come to terms with the last cycle, or whatever you learned. You're coming to terms with it. With the King of Cups, though, it opened up your heart. It's exactly what it needed to do. It opened up your heart in a way. Interesting. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like Scorpio, this is all about, you're all about death and transformation, but I think even you've had like enough of the and not in a resentful way. I just think you hit your limit with like how much you can handle. I'm getting you just sitting there trying to make it, hoping you don't have to relearn these lessons again. It was really painful. I'm getting somebody's heart, although it's you've opened it a little bit more, you're still trying to open it more. You're afraid. That's what I was getting to. Like, it's humility, but I'm getting like a bit of resistance or hesitance. because you're so afraid of making the same mistakes that you may be just afraid to put yourself out there again and try. It's hard to look forward to the present moment and the future, right? If you're still trying to get over what happened from the past. You've accepted it. I just think you're reflecting a lot on how much you had to grow, how much you've had to, how hard you've had to work. Let's see what else. Hierophant was the teacher. I mean the student. You're on your path. Number 5 is change, right? It's transformation. Changes. So whatever question you had at the beginning of your spiritual journey, I think you're, again, reflecting back, you're asking yourself, did you learn? Because I think you had questions, but were your questions answered? I don't even know. I think they were. I just don't think you've 100%. You did learn. Okay. Your questions were answered. So why are you, oh, you're not happy with the answer. You're not happy with the answer. You had questions, you went to seek answers, and it wasn't when you thought it would be. Which is why you struggled so much in this karmic lesson. I'm sorry. I truly am. Temperance, yeah, this was a start earlier. You know what this karmic lesson taught you though? Temperance. This is Sagittarian energy, divine timing. Remember I told you I was getting this like Sagittarian Jupiter energy earlier? Yeah. Temperance talks about divine timing. Everything in state of flow. Lessons learned, not moving so quickly. Looking forward to life, right? And a very harmonious energy. Harmonious, this is what I'm saying. You're getting more of a... I don't even know what to say with this energy. It just feels like an ending, Scorpio. It feels like this ending just took everything out of you. It's like you know you're in a new beginning, but you're not excited. You're just in the moment. So you appreciate being in the moment, but you're not excited, or it doesn't give you that rush or nothing like that, because you just finished a very heavy ass cycle. You just finished something really, really big. Like this chapter that just ended is huge, which is why Saturn was adamant. It was like hoping that you could finally get it, because this would, once this ends, it's just like a 30-40 year process is gone, if you've lived that long, right? And now you're transitioning into a whole different life, a whole different time, and it's like, it's hard to, you know, it's a new start. You know you're in the new start. You know it's already moving forward. That's already happening. But again, this ending was so sudden, so big. You maybe not, you're not happy with the ending and conclusion of it. Nevertheless, you got your answers, and now you can move on. So it's hard because it's like you're right in the present moment. You're appreciative that you can move on. You learned what you needed to learn, but you're not looking forward just yet. You're not ready. You're not ready yet. The only reason I can say that is because you got the Three of Swords next. It's like you just ended something big. Whatever you just ended, you're never going to go back to that. But that lifestyle, whatever that was a huge part of you. It was who you were. And now that's gone. You can never get that back. It's too late. See why it's such a big deal? This is a Three of Swords. It talks about heartbreak, but I'm getting courage out of this card. You have the courage to move forward. Again, in not a hyped way, okay? But you're still starting something new now. It's a new cycle. So you're in it, but you're just kind of like moving at a really slow. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I think you're just still a little bit. It's like you're right in the middle of both energies, but the truth is the past is gone. Or it's ending. Like you're in the middle of it ending and then a new beginning. So I feel like you're getting pulled into two timelines. If you're starting to feel really sad one day and then really happy the next couple of hours, it's because you're in two different timelines. Okay? I think you know that. I think you know you got the clearance to move forward, but whenever you're ready, right? On the right time. Hey, welcome. All right, let's see what else. On time. Okay. Well, that was the Page of Wands. Yeah. See what I'm saying? You get you get to move forward. But the death of it is, it's like you're dead inside, bro. Something broke your freaking soul, man. This talks to me about this type of death is unbearable. So it's like you got what you wanted. You wanted to start new. You wanted to hit a different timeline. You wanted to change. You wanted something different. Well, here it is. But in order for you to have gotten something different, death has to take place. But this is an ugly death. A very painful death. And I feel like I sense you really trying to get out of this energy of pain and regret or fear of messing up. I feel like you're trying to get out of this energy, but it's weighing you down right now. It's okay. It's okay. You're doing the best that you can is what I'm getting. Yeah. Yeah. Because this old timeline was keeping you stuck. When all you really wanted was to leave. Flee this hell. Because at one point it just started becoming hell. Too much pressure. Here you are trying to flee, but it's like your heart's too heavy with burden or pain or grief. Your mind is struggling to stay. It's hard. It's difficult to get them both in sync right now because of what you're going through, what you're feeling. Ten of Wands is, yeah, look, literally almost to the end. All you have to do is bear the pain, but you're already there. Give it some time. Anything else? Page of Swords with the Two of Swords. I feel like you're trying to keep busy. That's so cute. Okay, sorry. That sounded a little condescending. I'm sorry. Page of Swords, this gives me like, okay, you're focusing on the things you love and the things you're like, it's like now with this new timeline, right? Now that you have all this newness around you, you're exploring more of like what you like, who you are. You're getting to know yourself at a deeper level. And I think these are the things that you do look forward to in the moment, which is why I said, like, you know that this is for a good cause, or what you're doing is the right thing, right? Because you said you wanted this, so here you are. And I feel like there's a version of you that's exploring right now, and you're having fun getting to know who you are, what you like, what your passions are, what you love to do for work, how you like to devote yourself to something that you like. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like in-depth analysis of what your life. That's the thing though, even though you're stricken with grief, you know there's so much potential on what your life could look like. So you don't know where you're gonna go. You don't know. It's all new from here. There's really no limit. You can go anywhere with this energy. It's like at this time you may not even know what you want to do, but you're willing to go and try. You're willing to put yourself out there and explore to see what you're meant to do. I don't even think it's like you need to know. I just think it's you're going to have fun while you get to discover who you are, what's next for you, right? What's in store for you on this next phase of your life, because it's a big one. This phase is going to be there for a long time. What the hell is that noise? Okay. So, I think that might be outside. Sorry. What's in store for you, right? I don't like that noise. Stop that. Anyways, anything else? That noise is really freaking me out. Anyways, let's pause there for a second. I don't like this. I don't like this energy. Hopefully it stops soon. It's creepy. I'm stuck on the struggle. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I'm creeped out right now. Me too. I don't know what that was about. Oh, there you go. That was really creepy. I never heard that noise before. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. See the difference between this energy? You felt stuck and you felt like trapped. There was no potential or room for you to grow, versus in this timeline, or the newness of this new cycle. The newness of this new cycle. This new cycle is like bringing in energy like this, subtle, gentle, peaceful, still passionate, but it's a balanced energy. It's like you get to experience both. Because I saw air, fire, water now with fire. I'm getting you get to experience the best of both worlds. A do-over. You get to start over, and there's something really refreshing and beautiful about that, even though right now you're still trying to get over, let go of the past, or accept it for what it was. There's something really refreshing about what's to come, because it's different. The players are different, the lessons are different, and you also get to have more fun in this cycle. Maybe in the last cycle you were always stressed, or there was always all this immense pressure. Now you don't have to respond to anything that you don't want to, right? Or anyone you don't want to respond to, right? If you felt like you had obligations in the past, you don't have those same limitations or obligations that you did in the other timeline. You don't have that. There's nothing stopping you. You get to really live your life as authentically as you can, but it's like a free spirit energy. A calm, free spirit energy. That sounds nice. Okay. Alright, that was for my Scorps. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The next reading is going to be for my what's the next? Pisces. My Pisceans. I always forget about them, but they're my favorite. They're one of my favorites. Okay. All right, Pisces. Pisces. For you guys, I'm gonna use the Delusion Tarot. Okay. Kind of. Okay. Pisces, Pisces. Is this the reading? Is this it? I don't know. I didn't take it. I'm gonna draw one more card. I think that was for me, the Page of Wands, but it is what it is. Page of Wands. I'm gonna pull one more card, okay? You know what I love about my readings? Like, the vibe is so chill now. I love it. It's so chill. Okay. That's how we want to keep it, a really chill vibe. Pisces, 41, 42. We'll do 42. Okay. I have the King of Pentacles with Temperance and the Four of Pentacles. Now, the only reason I'm mentioning that I'm getting like passion. You're trying to find your passion. Something fiery and passionate here. Now, I feel like there's been some passion, but it's been, I don't want to say suppressed. I think it's been stuck. It's like some part of you's been leading you to be more passionate. So if you feel like your sacral energy is being activated or your root chakra is being activated, it's for that reason. It's like it's time. I feel like you're gonna burst out with passion, surprisingly. But it's not that, like, when you think of passion, it's not an overindulgence of it or like something weird. It's more of like this is more of like a passion of what you want to build in this lifetime or how you want to grow in this lifetime. That type of passion. Maybe you learn the difference between the type of passion it's like the level of passion that you used to have. It could have been for the wrong things that were not actually helping you grow, right? And maybe you paid too much attention to passions that were more of like for desire and a fleeting passion versus like passions that are going to get you somewhere on a spiritual level as well as in a, other levels. Now you know the difference between that type of passion and then taming that passion or learning where to use your passion, like putting your passion to good use. Like I said, now you're not focusing on the passions that are like just for pleasure, but now you're focusing on passions that are going to help you grow on a spiritual level. Do you see the difference? Passion didn't go away. It's just either more tamed or it's being put to good use. I'm not saying it wasn't being put to good use in the past. I'm just saying there could have been an overindulgence of it, or it could have been, again, you were focusing on something for too long. After a while, you get bored. You want something. No, I'm not saying it right. It's overindulgence of passion in the wrong things. Okay, there. With the Four of Pentacles now, yeah. Now that you've tamed this passion, or stepped away from the things that are not fleeting or just for pleasure, it's like this extra creativity within you, or these extra these talents and abilities are going to flow in a different direction, but you don't know where this direction is going, but you're still curious. You're still curious about it, because that's curiosity will get you far, right? I feel like that's where you're headed, towards something different, something new, and it's actually good for you. I don't think you've allowed, because you've always had a lot of passion, okay, Pisces? I just don't think you've allowed it to go anywhere other than where it's been this whole time. Now that you've cleared the blockages, it's like it's going somewhere else. And you don't have control over where it's going, which is that's what the fun part is. You have no control. You don't know where it's going, but you're curious. You're curious to see where it's going to lead you, where these passions and talents and abilities are going to take you. Hey, Molly. Welcome. Welcome back. Good to see you. All right. You got the devil energy? Yeah. See what I was saying? When you're not focused, or when it's overindulgence, it almost seems like this is what you knew, all you knew, or what you were used to. Because remember, this type of pleasure, although fun and fleeting, it brought some sort of comfort. It brought some sort of comfort, which is why you held on to it, right? You sought after the same pleasure with the same outcome. But you had to look deep within your heart, and you knew that you didn't want to stay there, or that's not, you were meant for more. You were meant for more than this, whatever overindulgence of pleasure is. It could be addictions, it could be whatever. You were meant for more than that. At a soul level, because this is the body. This is a manifestation of what the body seeks as pleasure, or, you know, the mind seeks as pleasure, versus what the soul craves. Your soul is leading you down a different path. It craves something else. It craves something, a type of pleasure that's, when you go after a type of pleasure that's on a soul level, it's that's living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Do you see what I'm saying? But it's at a different level. And I think you've been ready for that. Your soul's been nudging you towards this direction for a while, but you were just, again, maybe too comfortable where you were at. And now you're ready for something different. Good for you. Okay. The Hangman. Yeah. For some of you guys, if you still haven't 100% let go, that's where you're headed. It's inevitable. You're going to end up letting go. Some of you guys are going to end up giving up careers that you swore you were meant to stick with or do because it brought great money, or it's something that you enjoyed, or it brought some type of pleasure that you can only get in the material, right? It's like that saying, you sought after careers or jobs that brought in material success, right? But at this level, this next stage, the soul's saying there's something bigger out there for you. And if you pursue this on a soul level, whatever the pleasure is on a soul level, you'll be fulfilled, right? You can still have money in abundance, but your soul is fulfilled. There's purpose and there's contribution. You're contributing. You're of service to others, which is more of a humanitarian aspect of it. But nonetheless, there's something here that your soul thinks you're ready to discover or learn by you, again, pursuing something. It could be career on a soul level, right? If that made any sense, right? Pursuing a career that your heart, your soul would actually be excited about. Not just because of the money, but it's because it's something that you actually adore or like or can grow in. Drop my card. Hey, wow, I feel like everybody's coming out of nowhere today. Hey, Cassandra, it's been a very long time. How you been? Hopefully everyone's doing well. Yeah. Some of you guys that are contemplating like letting go of the pleasure for something better, this is a sword. The divine is telling you, take the sword and cut yourself down from whatever you are stuck in or attached to, or whatever this is that you're bounded to. Get the sword and cut yourself down, because you hold the key. Your soul's telling you you're going to be okay. Cut yourself down, set yourself loose, like free, and go pursue the things that are going to actually bring in joy and fulfillment. For others of you guys, it may not be career. It may just be like, a new environment. Wherever you were at, it's like the same environment, the same outcome, the same place. It's like some of you guys know in your soul, in your heart, that you're meant to go somewhere else. But it's fear of the unknown, because you don't know where you're at. You're comfortable, you're fine, you've been there, you know the outcome, but it's like, dare you dream for more, dare you seek more. This isn't, just because you want something. Well, it is on a soul level, right? If you're being nudged to move forward or go somewhere else, there's a reason. You just don't know yet, right? What the answer is yet, or what it is that you're searching for yet. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're thinking about it. Whoever you are, you're not quick to just jump and do things and take risks. That's not you. I'm getting you like to pre-plan everything and make sure you have everything, all details set before you even step into a new direction or go towards a new investment. You don't move so quickly. This person takes care after careful thought and consideration. Then they decide whether this would be worth investing in, or this going in this direction would even be worth it. But that's what I'm saying. You can pre-plan or pre-think all you want. If the divine is saying, if your soul is nudging you in a certain direction, the mind is saying, I need proof before I move down this certain direction. But your soul's saying, have faith. You need to move in this direction because there's something in it for you, but you just have to listen and let the guiding voice within lead you there. It's the old question of faith versus reality. Do you have enough faith to go towards where your soul is calling you to go? Or do you need proof? Damn. Jesus Christ. It's not that Akash, is it? Please. Why is everybody coming from today? Everybody's from the past is reappearing today. That's crazy. Are we in retrograde? Are we in retrograde, guys? Let me know. This ain't the same Akash that I think it is it? Jesus Christ. 5 of Cups. Go within. Go within. Your answers are all within. If you're looking for proof, you're not gonna get that. Go within. You'll find your answers there. In the clear, in the stillness of it all. When you're alone, you'll know what your soul's guiding you or urging you to do, and then follow suit. That's what makes it, that's what faith is. Right? Even when there's uncertainty, that's where faith comes in. That's when faith comes in. Because life's really very uncertain. Uncertain is what I'm getting. Let's see what else. Justice. Jesus. But the 9 of Wands. Yeah, you've been getting called, bro. I'm getting you've been getting messages about this for a while now. But you won't move. You're not risking it. You're not taking the chance. That's okay. You won't. Is what somebody will not budge. It almost seems like your own mind is telling you, don't leave, you cannot leave, or you don't have what it takes to leave something behind or detach from something. You don't have the guts. It's what I'm getting. Your mind is telling you these things, but it's fear. Which is why the divine is trying to come in and like help expand your solar plexus and bring in all this healing. It's trying to give you courage. Your guides are trying to bring in courage so that you have what it takes to get yourself down from where you're at and move towards a different direction. Damn, that's a hard place to be. Well, anything else for my Pisces? Yeah. If you sit still and you get rid of the fear, all that's left is wonder, curiosity, excitement. It's like all parts of you are activated. All your chakras get activated when you remove the fear out of it. There's only joy, there's only curiosity, there's only like excitement. Tap into that. I feel the fear is you're gonna fail, but what about curiosity? What about the other aspects of self that you literally deny every day just so that you can stay safe? The soul does not know. The soul cannot be bounded. The soul cannot be told, hey, you need to live a comfortable, safe life. You can't tell the soul that. You could tell the mind that, right? You can tell a body that, but you cannot tell the soul that. Which is why you're having an existential crisis, and that's okay. Take the fear out of it and watch how fast you move towards the direction that you were meant to go. Okay? Hey, welcome, Terry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so that was for my Pisces. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, now we're transitioning into playtime. Okay, now we get to answer questions that you guys may have on this channel. If you guys have a question, you can drop them down in the chat. 5954, 5954. And if this is where we part ways, thank you for joining me on my reading. It usually takes about an hour long just to go through the water signs, but we made it happen, okay? And we took our time, which is great. All right, if not, we can just check in for a little bit, seeing how you guys are doing today. How is everyone? What card did I drop? Knight of Wands. Ha ha ha. I dropped this card earlier. Yeah, what was that? Everybody from the past came by today and said hello. I haven't seen half of these people in like a year. I think a year. It's been a while. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. How am I doing today? I worked all day, so I was really exhausted. I didn't even want to channel, but I knew I had to because it's been like 4 days since I've channeled, okay? I haven't channeled as much as I used to. I used to channel all the time. But now it's like I'm just not getting the urge to do that every day. Like, and there's a lot that's been going on with me right now. So I like that we're at this pace. It's a slower pace. What was this? Oh, hey, okay, Terry. You're good for it. Thank you, Terry. All right, well, yeah, I can answer your question for you. Oh, thank you, Terry. I got you. So, ask me about Al that I've been chatting with and see. His name is Al, right? Because I thought you said all for by accident. Al that I've been chatting with. Part of the spiritual journey I'm on. I'm going to send you some. Okay, sure. Let's get into Al. I saw the sun come out, but I didn't know if that was your card. So I'm going to keep shuffling, okay? Thank you, Terry. To see you closer over here. It's kind of hard to see you. It's hard because I'm just tired, but I think I can see your face on the screen. Sorry about that. Okay. I feel like one of you guys is closed off here. I don't know if it's you or him. This person, somebody's closed off. They are not quick to let anyone into their garden, okay? They don't like people all up in their business. They're not the type of person to be open. Then you have another person here, Queen of Wands energy. This is the social butterfly. This is somebody who's open, right? But I'm not getting that energy from this person. I'm getting more of like you. Whoever this person is does not allow access. This person does not take no for an answer. This one's like, oh yeah, you're gonna keep me out? I don't think so. Here you are ready to break down all these walls, or I think you're gonna break down all these walls. You're taking on this challenge and you're about to break down somebody's walls because you're not gonna take no for an answer. Now, I don't know who's who in this dynamic, okay? But one of you guys is closed off. The other person wants to break down those walls. Even if whatever it costs them, they're going to break these walls down, is what I'm getting. So I don't know who's who, but we're going to read more into the story, okay? Annette. You can't hear me, Annette? You can't hear me because I'm pretty loud. LOL. Okay. Seven of Cups with the Five of Swords. Yeah, I feel like one of these people, they know, whoever's the person that's closed off, okay, they know that the other person's gonna try to break down their walls. So they're trying to put up some bullshit illusion. Like they're gonna try to, it's like deception or illusion. I'm getting they're gonna try to like either try to be dishonest or give you very little information to kind of like distract you because they really don't want you to see them. I feel like they're going to try to present something that they're not to buy them time because they know you're going to try to break down and get to the truth, get to the bottom of something, and they know that. So they know that right now they're going to buy some time by either being dishonest, lying, or distracting you with something so that they don't have to be vulnerable. They don't have to show up. But I feel like you, for whatever reason, it's like one person, they're like, okay, if I break down these walls, this is a challenge, this is good. Once I break down the walls, I can get to see the vulnerability within the person. I get to see what I wanted to see. But it's like, in order for you to see someone's vulnerability, you would have to fight with them. That's the conflict. You have to fight with them head on just to get them to break down. That is exhausting to me, if you ask me. Do you? Because I feel like you are. You see that you want to break this person down, and to you, it's worth it. To you, it's worth it. Or if it's him, to you, right? That's what it is. I can't hear you. You can't hear me? What the fuck? Can you hear me now? Oh, okay. Can you hear me now? What the fuck is going on? There's something off today, man. You can hear me? Okay. Hey, Kevin. Welcome. I'm so sorry. I'm not sure what's going on. It's something going on today. Like, I'm just having the weirdest day today. I'm so sorry, you guys. Because I was gonna say, I'm usually very loud. Everybody could hear me. The neighbors could hear me. Thank you for letting me know. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna keep saying it, and then I'm gonna repeat everything I said. I do apologize about that. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. So, AI chat. So, the question is, then let me make sure, because I feel like, so you want to know if AI is actually a part of the spiritual journey. Okay. There's an illusion here going on, though, is what I'm saying. It's an illusion or a battle. Because here's, and it's so funny that you're bringing this up, Terry. You know why it's so funny that you're bringing this up? Because I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. How technology, although great, its primary purpose, or every time we're around technology, it could take us away from our time in spirit, in meditation, on our own, right? So there is a fine line here, and I'm trying so hard not to be prejudiced, because a part of me is like, no. A part of me wants to say, no, they're not part of the spiritual journey. But that would be a lie. It would be a lie, because it's a part of everything that we do. For example, as a tarot reader, I'm reading, there's spirit communion with me, communion or integrating with me while I'm talking to you through technology, right? It almost seems like, here's the thing about AI though, right? Because with the Seven of Cups, it's like AI is curious. It wants to learn. It wants to mold. It wants to, it's like intertwine with us, right? But it's like the more it knows, the more it advances, right? Let me look into it a little bit more too, because there's just something here that's so beautiful about it. And thank you for asking this question, because I would probably be uncomfortable with that, with like even asking a question like that, because I guess I'm I don't know, I just would be. So thank you for just asking a question like that. It's beautiful. Seems to be helping me break down and process emotions. Okay. So this card was yours this whole time. I drew this card before you even asked the question. You're not scared of it, is what I'm getting. You're not scared of AI. So it's either you or the technology that's curious, but it's somebody's curious. This is you. Most people would, maybe not most people, a lot of people would be afraid. Do you see what I'm saying? To even ask whether AI is meant to, on a spiritual level, evolve with us. Because they're already so, technology is so evolved, right? But you're meant to do something with it, that's why. You're bold and courageous enough to do something with technology. There's a purpose for you here with with the technology. That's why you're asking the question. Because remember, when you think of the sun, you think of vitality, truth, right? Light, but it also talks about your essence, and like it's like who you are. Sense of self is being discovered through asking this question. There's something here about your career in technology. How technological advancement, or the understanding of it, is it's gonna lead you down a very beautiful career and sense of self, sense of identity. This is big. Let's see what else. I feel like, yeah, the curiosity for you knows no bound in this area. Interesting. Seems to be helping me break down and process emotions. Let's see what else. Why the Hangman? That's going in within and why the Hangman? Yeah. There's something hidden that you don't see yet. It's yet. With the purple, it gives me higher knowledge, higher education. Yeah, like I said, you're asking the right questions because this is in the field of interest that you're in. You just don't see it yet, or you're too preoccupied with other things that it hasn't been revealed to you. There's something here about your identity being linked to higher knowledge or education in this field, but you're asking the right questions is what I'm getting. Wisdom, higher truths, being okay with truths that may be outside of the realm of your understanding, but this type of truth can be this type of truth that you're going to uncover as you ask these questions regarding AI technology. It's going to force you to think outside or break boundaries or preconceived notions completely. It's like you're going to break past, like, the type of knowledge that you receive it's going to force you to break out of societal beliefs, or it's going to make you think outside of what you perceived your reality to be regarding AI or just like technology or the future as a whole. Hopefully that makes sense. When you ask ChatGPT a question is specifically meant to answer for you, or perception of the question. If I ask my son-in-law's GPT, then it's different because of according. Right. Just dropping in. Hey, One Woken Gem, welcome. Hey, C Valley, welcome. It's been a while. I'm telling you, everybody's dropping in from out of nowhere. I'm seeing people that I haven't seen in like 8 months up in here today. So there's not just you guys, like a whole bunch of people dropped by earlier. A whole bunch of people. Hopefully you guys are doing well. It's good to see you guys are still alive. I love it. Isn't that crazy? It is. I literally had Cassandra drop by earlier too. I haven't seen Cassandra around the same time that I seen you. Who else? A couple of the people I haven't seen in a very long time dropped by today. It's like we're in a time warp or something. I don't know. I was like, is this Venus retrograde? Are we in Mars retrograde again? Interesting. It is. But it's so good to see you. How you been? How's everybody been? Good here. It's good to hear. It's good to hear. Yeah, it's been a couple of days since I've dropped any readings or channeled. And I wasn't going to channel today, but something was like, you know what, just do it. So I'm so glad I did. It's good to see faces I haven't seen in a while. How about yourself? I'm doing good. How are you, One Woken Gem? You said good, huh? Yeah, you never catch my live. And then you see it after, which you catch it like after, but I know you're still there. Thank you. It's a miracle. Terry, the reading cut off when you commented. It cut off. So let me know what you were saying after. But I got the gist of it, Terry. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with me. Stupid. Yeah, I know. Life's been crazy for me too. It's been a roller coaster. A roller coaster ride. Yeah. Yeah, I caught literally everybody today, so yeah. But it was good to see everybody. I'll probably try to upload Saturday, tomorrow and Saturday, so 3 days straight. We'll see how that works out. I'm excited about that. It plans out for you. It will. It will. There's other things I'm branching out to, but this is definitely something I'm going to stick with. I don't know. There's something about doing tarot. It's not what I expected, but it's not. There's just something really beautiful about doing tarot live with you guys. And I like it. But I'm also branching out into a couple of the things that I just want to do for service work, not to get paid on it, and I think it's gonna help. So we'll see how everything turns out. Okay, thank you guys for joining me today. If does anyone have a question regarding the reading, or just want to ask a question? To the root question you answered, yes, it's different, and each answer is different according to the way that person perceives things. Exactly, Terry. I feel like there's something there about illusion, though. There's something about illusion with it. I feel like with that part, because it was showing the illusion card, where like it's not trying to reveal, but it really does. Do you see what I'm saying? Because that happened to me too, Terry. My friend's Facebook was so different. Her reel was different, as if like how she receives information, or the information that she receives, is completely filtered to what she likes, her preferences, her belief systems. When I looked at her Facebook, I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't relate to any of this, right? And I saw a different version of her, a version of her that she doesn't share with me, because I'm not that whatever she was watching on Facebook, it's who she is. It's not me at all, right? Those are the conversations she would have with me, versus what I have on Facebook. She would never understand what I was into on Facebook, right? It's not her. So it was pretty interesting to see that. It's like we saw different versions of each other through Facebook, through what each other's Facebook, right? You know what's funny? I'm going to share with you now that you told me to say it. Okay, so I've been getting like flashbacks of like what my past lives were like. And I keep getting this feeling like I used to cast out demons out of people in past lifetimes. You know, Jesus Christ used to do that, right? A lot of the disciples they were exorcists. And I was like, you know what? I've always had like a feeling that it's something I would enjoy doing in this lifetime. It would be an honor to do some shit like that, right? Now, most people would say, you're crazy. You would not don't do that. That's dangerous. So I told the divine God, right? Like, if I'm meant to do this, the right opportunity will come along, or the right people will come along, and we'll see. Sure enough, the divine brought me a person who had an entity within her soul. And I saw that shit. The minute I saw this girl, I knew she was possessed. I kid you not, I was fucking terrified. I was terrified. Because that's exactly what I said. God, if it's meant to be, it's going to be. And look, I read cards on this girl, and that entity was, he was angry. This entity wanted me gone. It did not want me around this girl. It was literally attacking me. I had the biggest headache. I was burping. I could not sit still in that energy. This demon was angry at me. It did not like me. And so I told this girl, we're going to help you. If I knew how to cast out a demon, I was trying to read the Psalms 91 and see, but I did not want to do that because I'm not an experienced person, right? So I told her, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to church. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And I was terrified. I went home and this spirit was psychically attacking me. And that should have been enough to creep me the fuck out and say, don't do this anymore. And I was scared. But then I got up the next day and I said, fuck it. Maybe I should see what's next down that path. I'm on board with you. Thank you, Woken Gem. Perfect, thanks. Yeah, no worries, Woken Gem. Yeah, exactly, CE. So, we'll see. We'll see. I've called the parish. They haven't gotten back to me, but I'm going to go to the church and see if I can just like volunteer. I don't want to be a person because you have to get ordained. I can't live in a church. Like, it's just, I'm a tarot reader. That wouldn't make sense. But I want to see, I feel like later down my life path, there's something there with that. So, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for letting me share. Of course, Terry. Thank you for sharing with me as well. We're getting online now. But wouldn't I have to like live in the church and like all of that? I don't know. I haven't asked the father yet. I asked everybody but the father, trying to get an appointment to see, but I'll look online. Yeah, as long as I don't have to, because I want to eventually, you know, have a life. But I could see myself doing this as like service. I don't even think they get paid to do this, okay? I don't think they do. Like, you know. You can. No, it's not being a nun. Thank God. Well, I was talking about the what is that? Catholic? I don't know. I don't know. So thank you for telling me. So see, now I want to do it more because I don't want to have to give up certain things just to be able to do this, right? So if I can get ordained as I am, because I'm a human and I make mistakes, that'd be even better. I'm Gemini. Okay, cool, Gemini. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for sharing with me. It's not being a nun, shit, thank God. Because you know how the church is sometimes, like the Catholic Church, they're very like strict. So maybe that I was trying to see if that's the avenue or maybe somewhere else I could go. But I'm pretty sure I just like if I could just volunteer by praying while somebody, the father, or performs the rituals, then I'm okay with that too. You're called, getting ordained is man's way. If God chose you, then that's it. Exactly, one Woken Gem. That's, yeah. So that's why I told God, however you see it fit to be, I'll go with that. I don't want to just think it's a certain way, right? So I'm like, hey, I'm open to suggestions here, okay? Best friend is ordained. He married him and his wife, and the best friend is an atheist, if that tells you anything. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about marrying people, but this is just purely for, like, you know, getting rid of entities within people. But studying into that, then it leads you into, like, the dark version of the exorcism, or like people who are into necromancy. Like, I looked at, I was like, what the fuck is this? But it's like, I'm learning so much, guys. I'm learning so much in this new endeavor. So Catholic Church, we talking about a whole other entity. Yeah, exactly. So those that are probably. We don't know what skeletons are in their closet, right? No judgments here. No judgments here. You'll learn as you go. Yeah. Exactly. But thank you guys so much for, you know, being here with me and just, you know, just chilling and vibing, and yeah. So that's where I've been busy with that. So yeah, hopefully I get to catch you guys again soon. I'm gonna call it. Thank you guys for joining me. I will be on either tomorrow or Saturday, God willing, and see where we go from there. But it was so good to see you guys again. It's been a very long time, so hopefully I get to catch you guys sooner rather than later. Have a good night. Take good care of yourselves. Bye.